What's going on, guys? Billy here, and today I've got a Call of Duty 4 gameplay for you on Crash. If you guys aren't aware already, this game is now backwards compatible on the Xbox One. This is my very first game back playing this in probably like 2 years. I haven't played actual Call of Duty 4 in a real long time. I played the remastered version when it came out along with Infinite Warfare, but again, this is my first game. I think I got like 23 kills in Team Deathmatch, which is nothing spectacular, but again, I haven't played this game in forever. Now, personally, I didn't see this coming. I actually jumped on Twitter and saw that one of my old friends that I used to play Xbox with tweeted at me and told me that Call of Duty 4 was now backwards compatible. So I went to my Xbox One, popped in my old COD 4 Xbox 360 disc, and to my surprise, it worked. Now, usually when they come and they remaster a game like Modern Warfare, they won't bring the older version back to the newer console. At least that's kind of what it seems to be. All these games that are remastered, they never went and brought back the older version, but this time they did. As fun as the remastered version of Modern Warfare was, they sort of ruined it by adding new guns into the game. I know that that sounds really weird, like these new guns and these new skins could ruin a game, but it didn't give me that same feeling of playing Call of Duty 4. I mean, honestly, it was a totally different game. The whole entire engine felt different, the gun damage felt different. I think that there was a little bug in the beginning where you literally couldn't hit collaterals with the M40 or any sniper for that matter. I didn't do too much sniping on Modern Warfare Remastered, but anyway, it just didn't feel like the same game, and now going back and playing this game, it feels so much better. I think that most of the older Call of Duty players will probably agree with me that all of these older games were just when the times were best playing Call of Duty. It was when times were a little bit simpler playing video games, and these new games are fun, don't get me wrong. Like Black Ops 3 was a ton of fun, and I know that right now I'm having some fun playing World War II, but we did have some pretty horrible games like Advanced Warfare and Infinite Warfare. Both of those games just really didn't stick with me. But anyway, for the rest of this video, I want to talk a little bit about the state of the game right now of Call of Duty 4, because this game is 11 years old. It's so hard to think of that, or it's so hard to think about that, but this game came out in 2007. It is 11 years old, and currently there's about 3,300 people playing on the Xbox One, so I believe it was actually a little bit lower than that beforehand, before it actually was backwards compatible, and now that's backwards compatible, a lot more people are playing it, which definitely has me excited because I love jumping on this game, getting into a lobby, and usually when there's a bigger player base, you have a better chance at finding different games, and sometimes, you know, if you get pissed off, want to leave a game and jump into a new lobby, it's possible. Now, here's the thing about the 3,300 people currently playing Call of Duty 4. First of all, that number was taken on the very first day that it came out as backwards compatible. So since then, that number could have risen as, you know, the news gets out and people begin to start playing this game a little bit more. But also, a lot of people are playing Team Deathmatch. I always find that when you go to these older games, the only playable mode is really Team Deathmatch, whereas, let's say you want to play Headquarters, I only saw about 64 or 65 people playing in Headquarters. I would say that the most popular playlists right now are probably Ground War, Domination, and also Team Deathmatch. That's kind of where all the players seem to be gravitating towards. Whereas if you're somebody who likes to play Search and Destroy, or let's say Mercenary Team Deathmatch, it's going to be hard to find a lobby. I've made a few more observations about Call of Duty 4 multiplayer as I've been playing it on the Xbox One. First of all, is that there's a lot of new players, people who haven't even prestiged yet, which in my opinion is pretty cool. It's probably a lot of these newer Call of Duty 4 or new Call of Duty players jumping onto original Call of Duty 4. It's so cheap right now, you could probably pick it up for like 10 bucks if you go to GameStop, and I think it's also a part of the spring sale on the Xbox store, although I'm not exactly sure, don't quote me on that. But anyway, it's really cool to see some of these newer players coming and trying out this game and seeing where Call of Duty got its roots. Also, I've seen a bunch of people using the M249 SAW, that support class, which is pretty cool. Again, honestly, it's just really awesome to see some of these newer players playing Call of Duty 4 and seeing so many people playing this game, because for the longest time, in my opinion, it was kind of dead. Now, there is one more thing I've noticed. If you're going to be trying to play Ground War, and if you just want to use a regular gun, you're most likely going to find yourself in a sniper lobby with people trying to spawn trap you. This was before the spawns kind of got fixed in Call of Duty. In this game, if you get stuck in a spawn trap, it's pretty hard to get out of, especially on this game, Crash. If you get stuck on that C spawn trap, or I'm sorry, on that A spawn trap, you're not going to have a fun time. Anyway, guys, that's the game right there. We won 750 to 410. Pretty fun for my first time jumping back on Call of Duty 4. I believe that my final score was around 23 kills and 7 deaths. I had 3 assists. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Be sure to leave me a like down below and comment what you think of Call of Duty 4. And as always, I'll talk to you later. Peace.